Okay, so I thought it might be easier if I sent you a little video that demonstrated exactly what you needed to do in order to manually reorder the pages. Unfortunately, with Google Sites, it's not something that's ultra intuitive, and it is something that has to be done manually. So I've just got a test site up here, and if you look over in my navigation sidebar under this announcements section, I do have 3 subpages, and they are currently in alphabetical order. So in order to change that, what I'm going to do is look to the upper right-hand corner of my screen, and what I'm looking for is this little More button. And then I'm going to click the More button, and it's going to bring me up a menu. And from the menu, I'm going to be looking for this Edit Site Layout option. So I'm going to click the More button, and then I'm going to click Edit Site Layout. And it's kind of hard to tell that it did anything, but what you will notice is that now across the top you have these options for Edit Site Layout, and that's how you'll be able to tell that your screen has changed. So what we're going to do is we're going to look over on the left in the sidebar column, and you'll notice as I move my mouse over these kinds of different areas of the sidebar, they change colors. So if I just move it down, you'll see it now says navigation, and that sidebar is kind of a little bluish color. I'm just going to click that, and that's going to bring me up to the configure navigation box. And right now, Google is automatically organizing my navigation, and that's why it's showing up in alphabetical order. So what we want to do is we want to uncheck that option. And when we uncheck that option, it's going to bring us up a box that says Select Pages to Show. Now, mine's got pages already filled in, and that's because I've done this process previously. It's very likely that the first time you do this, your Select Pages to Show box is going to be empty. So in order to get your pages there, you're going to just click the Add Page option, and it's going to bring you up a list of all of the different pages associated with your website. Mine has the announcements, the sites, paper docs, files, I have an apple pie file, etc., etc. So you just click the file that you want to be added to your navigation, and then click OK, and then it'll show up in the list. So once we've got everything populated in the list, changing the order of the pages is very simple, and you're going to use this little area of tools in order to do so. So what I want to do is I want to reorder the pages under announcements, and I'm going to say I want test to be down farther, so I want my Google site to be first and test to be second, and actually I want paper due before test, so I'm going to click down again. And the other thing that I want to draw your attention to is not only are there the up and down arrows, but they have these side to side arrows, and the side to side arrows are very important because when you first add your pages to this list, all of your pages are going to be at the same level. So initially when I brought these into this page, it looked like so. And what I really want is for those pages to show up as subpages, which they are. So when I moved them, not only did I move them up or down to show where I wanted them in the list, but then I moved to the indent and I indented it one level so that it would show up under announcements as a subpage. Once you get everything ordered the way you like it, you just click OK. And when you click OK, it changes your settings and saves everything, but you're still in the edit mode. So once you save it, you'll see you still are in this edit site layout mode. So in order to get out of that site layout mode, you need to make sure that you click the close button. So I'm going to click close, and now I'm back to my regular website head page, home page, and when you look at the announcements section is now reordered, not alphabetically, in the way that I said I wanted it to be done. I know that the first time you do this, especially when you have multiple pages already created, there is going to be some setup work because you're going to have to pull all of those pages in, you're going to have to reorder them and indent them as necessary. But from that point on, if you're simply bringing in one page at a time as you create them, it shouldn't be that difficult to keep up and keep them in the correct order in your navigation bar.